Undisputed Bros, we are back again with Who is Better. All right, this week, who's better? It's been a while. Let's just compare these two players real quick. I think Freddie, you got time for us? Let's go.
That's right, yes. A little bit of an old school one, comparing left backs. So who's better? Ashley Young versus PATRICE EVRA.
Ashley Young.
Ashley Cole, sorry. Not Ashley Young, sorry. Not
All right, let's cut the video.
Let's make sure I say that right. Ashley Cole.
We'll see you next week for the next one, yeah.
Oh, man. There's no debate when Ashley Young is part of the conversation. No. This is Ashley Cole versus PATRICE EVRA. Who's better? Who would you have in your team? Who's the best at the peak? What do you guys think?
I'll go first. Two great servants in the Premier League. Yeah, two great servants. I mean, I ain't gonna Evra was a good player, but I mean, for me, there's no debate here, man. I mean, Ashley Cole, man, just a legend, just the best left back in the Premier League history. Man pocketed Cristiano Ronaldo more than anybody I've seen ever out there. Just every game, even when Ronaldo went to Real Madrid and they were playing Chelsea, just until right now, man, Ronaldo is in his pocket, man. So yeah, for me, Evra was a Don, probably the second best left back in the Premier League history for me, maybe. But Ashley Cole, there's no comparison. I think there's a bit of a gap, man. There's a bit of a gap between the two, bro. What do you say?
Nah. Wait, real quick though, before you carry on, where was he a legend to or from? That's another big question.
I don't get a question. What do you say?
Where was Ashley Cole a legend from?
Like Arsenal, Chelsea.
No. I mean, Arsenal was invincible. He was an invincible at Arsenal, and then he went to Chelsea and achieved what he achieved. So he's a legend of the league. He's a legend of the Premier League era. Okay. Of the Premier League era. Since the Premier League started, there's no better left back than Ashley Cole, wherever he's played. That's what I'm saying.
Fair enough.
I mean, obviously, yeah, Evra had the achievements. I think it might be even close in terms of achievements because Chelsea was very good at that time too when Ashley Cole was playing. So they were winning a lot too. But obviously, United were probably at their peak as well. I mean, I've got to go with Ashley Cole, man. I feel like, yeah, Ashley Cole just, I think going forward, they're probably like close, maybe at the same level, but just defensively, Ashley Cole was just a different animal. Like, just, I didn't see many like wingers that could go past him like regularly. I mean, you have points, which on the Ronaldo point, like if you go watch like Ronaldo highlights, it is him beating Ashley Cole a few times. But obviously these are just little highlights here and there. So, like I don't think there's been any wingers that I can think of that like most of the time when they played Ashley Cole, like could get the better of him. Like he was just like monstrous, just like at the back, just probably because of his pace, but I think as well he was just a good defender. He just knew how to position his body and everything like that. So I think I gotta go with Ashley Cole. I don't think there's a big gap. I would say I think Evra was up there. I think definitely the best too. I really can't think of another left back. I mean, some might throw in Robertson in there in the later years.
Robertson, bro.
Andrew Robertson at Liverpool. Really?
I would have put him up there, like with.
Really?
I would have up with those three.
He has like the assist record for like fullback, I think, doesn't he?
He can have whatever he wants. He's not as good a player.
I don't know.
It's like saying David Beckham was a great player because he just had free kicks and corners and dead ball and crosses.
I mean,
he has a lot of that. But it doesn't. I don't think Beckham was a great player at all.
I don't think so, but a lot of people will say David Beckham was a great player.
That's them. I'm just saying that. I mean, in terms of, well, I mean, we're not talking about Beckham right now in wingers, but in terms of wingers, when we're playing wingers like that, there's tons. I can have 20 players better than David Beckham right now. You know what I mean?
In Premier League history, I don't know about that.
I'm not in the Premier League, not in the world. Not in the Premier.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, like in terms of level, I mean, I think a lot of people will say Robertson was in there, but anyways, like talking about these two, I think Ashley Cole was definitely like the better player. I think just that defensive aspect. Obviously, going forward as well, he was a monster as well. But just defensively, like I think that's where the difference is. It's just Evra was sometimes a liability defensively. Like so
I remember that 1 year nobody wanted to hear about Evra, man. They didn't try to, he got chased out the club or something.
No, I think he left. He ran his contract down. I think because he went to Juventus after. And that's where I think that's where maybe like a lot of people remember Evra as more of like a joke a little bit because he was getting destroyed out there. And then he went to Marseille and he kicked that fan. You guys remember that whole thing where
he thought it was Eric Cantona.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I think that's where maybe like it started looking more like a joke. But obviously at his peak, I think Evra was very much up there, especially going forward. Like just he was creating so much on that left side, man. Ronaldo.
Evra is a legend, man. I'm not gonna. Evra is a legend too. But I'm just saying, like, who do you choose? Like, if you're playing tomorrow, if you're playing 11 aside tomorrow, left back, you can have a pick of any left back in the league right now at that time. But it just has to be. I can't even think of anybody else, man.
I mean, looking at all the players, I mean, I can put a few people ahead of those two. You know, maybe can I put Roberto Carlos there? Probably, right?
No, we're talking about Premier League.
Premier League, right? Yeah. So obviously, in the Prem, it will be hard to find better picks all times for sure. Man, honestly, this was a close one for me because obviously having watched so many minute games growing up and stuff, I've seen a lot of Evra, and man, this guy was incredible, up and down like crazy. As Thierry said, maybe the only thing you can talk about is this defensive aspect. I still remember the day Kaká almost ended his career. That was the saddest day ever. That was the worst day.
He almost ended 2 people's career that day. Was it really? Yeah. Was it him? Who was the other one that collided?
Heinze. Yeah.
That was a sad day.
That's rude.
That was bad.
That was a really, really, really tough watch right there. And that kind of lowered my esteem for him a little bit. I'm not gonna lie.
He lost respect for the man.
All confidence in him was gone, man. Like, you can't be done like that in your butt. It was Kaká though. It was a legend that did that. But Ashley Cole, man, obviously a monster, up and down. I do remember though, he had a few days where he was getting done on that side quite a few times by some players, right? There was some time
everybody's gonna get done at some point, especially when you're playing this kind of kind of position. Of course, but I'm just talking about along his career, man. Just how solid it was. I'm just saying. I mean, everybody's gonna get knocked back, by somebody at some point.
Yeah, that's true. So it all comes down to, okay, who do you want to have in your team, right? So I would say Ashley Cole is the better player. I think he is the better player in terms of just being complete. But I will still pick Evra, man. Evra is my guy. I don't feel like I will miss too much from Ashley Cole by picking Evra. I do think they were pretty close. And I wouldn't say too close, but not too far off as well. A decent, respectful gap between the two, but Evra still right behind him. And I will pick Evra because I just like his way going forward. I love, his attacking mindset. Is not just down the line. He can go inside. He can do a little more, So, yeah, that's my take on that.
Emotional pick.
Fair enough. Well, let us know in the comments Who is better, Patrice Evra or Ashley Cole? Not Ashley Young, Ashley Cole.
please not Ashley Young. Man.
Like, share, subscribe. We'll see you next time. Peace out.
Thanks, guys.
All right.